To another Music Maker guitar video. Please do make sure you like and subscribe, ring the bell so you get the notification. Today is Technique Tuesday. It's also maybe Telecaster, Squier Telecaster Tuesday. I really do like these little Squier bullets. They're perfect, like, I don't know, I've never really been a Telecaster player that much. So I really just kind of wanted to try one out, and honestly, under $200, you really can't get a better sounding thing if you ask me. I don't know. I've played a lot of guitars, and this thing feels great, and it felt really good right out of the box. So anyways, I'm playing it today. I think the only thing that I've done to this, I switched out the knobs. I like the Strat knob a little bit better than the stock thing that came with it. It was just kind of like a dinky cheap plastic and whatever, and this is plastic too, but I don't know, it at least fits on to the thing correctly. It's not, there's no wiggle room when I wiggle it, when I turn the knob. It doesn't give or do anything. You know, I was noticing a little bit of that with just the original knobs, and that's a pretty easy thing to fix anyways. So anyways, I like the Strat knob on it. That's the only thing that I've done to this, though. This is just absolutely stock Squier instrument, and it's cool. I like it. Anyways, that said, let's go over my list this week. I got this one. Starting to, condense things a little bit. Just for ease and so that things look a little neater. But let's go through it. I'm doing a fingerboard and combining fingerboard and rhythm. So basically, I'm just setting my metronome to 60 beats per minute, and as I do my fingerboard exercises, I'm not going to turn on the click right now, but as I do them, I practice them in quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, then eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, then triplet. 16th, then backwards, quintuplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, then sextuplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, just accenting those kind of beats, and just, again, doing it with a metronome is key. That's really, really the best way to do these. But just for the purpose of this video, just kind of breaking down what that is. And I'm doing that there. I'm also practicing in triplets this one. 3 ways. chords, you know, that whole thing. But I'm practicing all of those. Amp set really hot, no reverb, just to really, really dial in the tone so it's coming out correctly. Item number 2, spread voicings and arpeggio trees at 46 BPM. 46 isn't really so bad for spread voicings, depending on how I subdivide it. I'm trying to just change that, do a little bit different every day. Some days I do a triplet, some days I do 16th notes, sometimes I treat 46 as the backbeat and I just play to that. It just kind of depends on the day, but it's good to keep everything fresh, especially because I know my spread voicings, I know my scales pretty well. So just changing things up and doing things a little bit different is part of the key. It keeps my mind fresh. Then arpeggio trees, it's 46. I had this actually 2 weeks ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago. I had that as my Technique Tuesday. But this past week, it was holidays, and yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really practicing to stay completely on top of my game. I was more practicing playing video games. So I'm just getting that back up to 46 just so it can be where it was where I left off. I'll up that to 48 probably by next week. We'll see how it goes. Then I'm doing 3-octave pentatonic. Actually, it says 3-octave pentatonics. What I meant to write was 3-note per string pentatonics, and that I'll actually turn into a 3-octave pentatonic too. Item 4, blues and Bach. I always do a little bit of a blues with a metronome setting. I usually do I always put the metronome between 40 and 60 beats per minute for the blues, but that's another thing, I always try and kind of change my timing on that and do things a little bit different. And then for Bach, what I'm doing, I think I'm going to do something a little more serious with it. Usually I just do a line or two, but I found a piece in the book that I do my readings out of that everything is pretty much like not transposed. So I can play it just without having to think about which keys things are supposed to be in and like rearranging it. So since it seems like it's going to be a simple thing to do, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can at least like get an excerpt of that out, which all just guitar parts. And then item 5 is write, record, and transcribe. So I have some assignments for myself. I have a couple of rappers actually. One guy I know from this open jam session we used to do down in Philly, and he sent me a groove. I'm gonna just play some over it and send it back to him, see what he likes, see if there's any like remote things that we can do together. And then I also want to make something for my dude Mike Nappy. We used to jam down in Westchester like every Tuesday night for a long time. We had this like gig, this long-standing gig, and his YouTube channel is killing. So I just want to make something for him. Just something dedicated to Nappy because he's inspired me a little bit to just keep going, keep grinding, keep doing what I'm doing. So make him a little something this week. And then, yeah, the last thing is this Bach video number 2. That's just what I was talking about, like with just kind of finding something that was maybe kind of simple to make a video out of for me, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. But anyways, that's my whole list for this week. I'm going to go ahead and play my way out, but happy Telecaster Tuesday, happy Technique Tuesday. Hopefully these are helpful. I do these little routine videos as an inspiration to anybody else who's learning, just so you can check out what I'm doing. I wouldn't copy my list by any means. I would come up with your own things, but maybe there's 1 or 2 things on there that give you some ideas for what you should put on your list and what your routine should be this week. This should be for any level. This is like if you're a master of playing music, you should have some kind of a routine for yourself. And if you're just starting out, you got to kind of, sometimes I think, write maybe even a little bit of your own roadmap. You like evaluate yourself, see what your abilities are, and then like make a goal for yourself and try to stick to it. But that said, if you want to do something more in depth, if you want to do like a technique lesson, if you want to do theory, any of that stuff, I have that over on my website. There's a link in the description for that. But just go to MusicMakerLessons.com and you can check out what's going on over there. Anyways, I hope to see you next time. And I'm going to go ahead and play my way out. Have a good one.